I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
I fought against Crawford, I couldn't even hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
Canelo Crawford.
It's very hard. 50-50. For me, pound for pound, #1 is Terence Crawford.
When seasoned boxing experts discuss the most awaited showdown between
The upcoming showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford has created one of the most fascinating divides in recent boxing memory, with experts, fighters, and fans all holding strong but differing opinions on what will happen when the two step into the ring at 168 pounds. The match represents not just a clash of two pound-for-pound elite fighters, but also a confrontation of drastically different natural sizes, histories of opposition, and stylistic approaches. On one hand, you have Canelo Alvarez, the proven champion at super middleweight and even a former light heavyweight competitor who has consistently fought and beaten bigger men, delivering punishing body shots and wearing them down with a measured, patient approach. On the other hand stands Terence Crawford, widely regarded as one of the most intelligent, adaptable, and complete fighters of his generation.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight. At like 60, or like at least at 60, just to get his body, the feeling of somebody a little bit bigger, and things like that. I know when you go up in weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavy and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should, just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff.
Who now seeks to make the bold jump of 2 weight classes to dethrone the Mexican superstar in his own domain. Supporters of Canelo Alvarez point to his extensive resume against physically imposing opponents who not only possessed knockout power but were also comfortable at heavier weights.
Load of rubbish. The fight really was a waste of time. If you haven't watched it, don't watch it, because there's better things you can be doing, like probably watching the grass grow or watching some paint dry maybe. But that fight was a total waste of time. Watching that as a former unified super middleweight world boxing champion and Hall of Famer, I was thinking to myself, what an opportunity you've got there. If I was fighting still 10 years ago, if that opportunity came up for me, I know Canelo Alvarez is going to be a tough fight for anybody. I know it's a long ask trying to beat a guy like that, but come on, if I'm in there with Canelo for whatever amount of money, there's going to come a point where I'm saying, right, I'm going for it now. Probably around 3 or 4, I'm going to stick it on him and have a go. To be given an opportunity like that, Skull, defending his IBF title and potentially becoming undisputed, to go in there and just perform like that, for me, it's not acceptable. And I think in my day, and with my mindset and the way I used to fight, I'd have gone for it. Just gone for it, and then give the fans, give the boxing fans, and do myself and my trainer proud.
He has passed his best. He's had over 60 fights. He's made a fortune. Why is he even still fighting? But this is a super fight against Crawford. Yeah. But it could go wrong for him. He could end up losing. Whoever loses, it'll be an upset, because the amount of people that think Crawford's going to win. Crawford's certainly an unbelievable bad boy fighter, proper good fighter. Then you've got Canelo, who just understands the game.
Abel Sanchez, former trainer of Gennady Golovkin, labeled the matchup ridiculous.
Canelo has taken clean shots from some of the sport's most devastating punchers, such as Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, and Dmitry Bivol, without being knocked down or even appearing seriously hurt. This durability and comfort under heavy fire lead many to believe that any punch Crawford throws at 168 will feel far less threatening to Canelo than what he has already experienced.
Versus Terence Crawford, I'd like to get your thoughts on how that fight plays out and a prediction if possible.
Okay, well, first of all, Terence Crawford is a great fighter, but so is Canelo. I think that, in my opinion, their IQ is similar, except Canelo doesn't get hit like Crawford gets hit. In my opinion, Canelo's a bigger man. Not that he started out as a bigger man, but he's now a bigger man. He has been hit by not only Gennady, who's one of the biggest punchers that I've ever coached and I've ever seen, but he's also been hit by Bivol, by Kovalev, who's a big puncher. You know, he's been hit by big guys. Crawford had a hard time with a 154-pounder who hit him often. So I think that no matter how much weight he puts on, no matter how smart he thinks he is or how big he thinks he is, he's going to be getting hit by a truck. And he's not used to that. And I think that at the beginning, just like it was with Kell Brook and Gennady, at the beginning, the speed and the talent.
It'll be a lot you have to, it'll be a lot to get that victory based on, you know, size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skills. It'll be hard. I mean, nothing's impossible. But if I had my money on somebody winning the fight, it'll be Canelo Alvarez. Even though Terence Crawford is a great fighter, so they're both great fighters. And you got two great fighters in there. But I think one guy got the advantage due to his makeup, his body type, you know, how big of a person he is, and I think that will be the deciding factor in that fight.
Jumping up 21 pounds, would Crawford have to fight the perfect fight?
Absolutely. You know, size will play a factor in that fight. It won't. It'll be a lot harder to damage Canelo. You know, his punches will be way more effective than Crawford's punches if they fight at 168. So I think it'll be an issue. It's not impossible, but it would be hard.
The logic is straightforward. A man who has endured the artillery of elite super middleweights and light heavyweights will not likely be fazed by the offense of someone who has spent the better part of his career fighting welterweights and junior welterweights. Crawford's critics are equally clear in pointing out that his recent forays into higher weight classes did not produce the kind of power translation one might hope for when preparing to face a man like Canelo. At 154 pounds, he did not display the same one-punch stopping ability that he had shown against lighter opponents. For skeptics, this is a glaring red flag, as moving up another 14 pounds into the super middleweight division will pit him against a fighter who is not only naturally bigger, but who also uses his size as a weapon. This concern ties directly into the belief that while skill levels matter enormously in boxing, the ability to absorb and deliver punches relative to weight class is often a decisive factor. However, the Crawford camp and his supporters see things from an entirely different perspective.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out, from Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't look different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You're going to see.
We'll
you know
see.
It.
We'll see.
We're going to see.
They emphasize that size alone has never been a guaranteed predictor of victory in boxing history, especially when the smaller fighter possesses elite adaptability, technical mastery, and a mindset rooted in finding ways to win regardless of physical disadvantages. Crawford's career has been built on the ability to read opponents quickly, adjust tactics on the fly, and dismantle their strategies round by round. He switches seamlessly between orthodox and southpaw stances, uses feints to create openings, and is a master at baiting opponents into making mistakes.
Rate your past opponents. I'm gonna give you 5, and you rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 and give me like a 1 sentence as to why, all right? Yuriokas Gamboa.
I rate him 10 because he was undefeated at the time. He was a 3-division champion. He was in his prime, on a break of being one of the biggest faces in boxing.
Mean Machine.
One of those guys that, you know, was on a break of becoming a world champion before he fought Terrence Crawford. I think I give Mean Machine a 7. He was pretty technical.
Shawn Porter.
Shawn Porter, I give him a 10. He's been in the ring with a lot of fighters. Porter is a well-rounded fighter, great person at that.
Israel Madrimov.
Israel, I give Israel a 9. I think, you know, experience played a big factor in our fight. He did real well against me. I give him a 9.
Errol Spence Jr.
Errol Spence, I give him a 10. Undefeated, 3-time world champion, well, unified world champion. Running through all the welterweights that he was put in front of him. You know, beat a few champions at that. So I'll give him a 10.
To his fans, these qualities will allow him to neutralize much of Canelo's size advantage and potentially control the pace and rhythm of the fight.
If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think.
Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, what do you think about that fight if they did fight? Looks like it's up for September.
Good fight. You know, if 168 pounds, I think it's Canelo, but it's Canelo better technique because 50-50. If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think. If knockout, it's Canelo.
What makes Crawford so difficult to fight against?
He has power, smart, in more practical.
He has more experience. He's very